I got your amplifier.
Now, there's someone who understands profit. Screw those abs, huh? Here, I owe you that.
What else can you tell me about the desert?
It's a dusty place that wants to kill you. Get yourself east of here to the fort. That's the place for you.
Halt. Who are you? What's the password?
I'm on your side. I'm a cleric.
I asked you about the password. So why didn't you answer? Come on, speak up. You've walked onto our ground. So I will ask you again. How did you find us?
Frank gave me your coordinates in the fort.
Frank? You've spoken to him. I've been trying to hatch a plan for days now to work out how to get him out of there.
So, do you want to know how Frank is doing?
Do I want to know if he's been tortured? If the outlaws have starved him? If his belief is being challenged every day? I know how the outlaws treat their captives. That's exactly why I want to get him back.
Can I help you get your man back?
Right now, I'll take whatever help I can get. I want to get Frank home safely, and I fear if I go in after him, I'll just get him killed. You probably stand more chance than us. They don't see all our order as enemies, but they know my face, and that I'm part of a reconnaissance group. So they won't give me a chance to enter the fort. Do you think you can get in without a problem?
What's your plan for getting your man out of the fort?
Well, we can just ask them. The outlaws aren't going to suddenly start abiding by old agreements from the Great Council of Magellan. Elex is the only thing they respect. If we offer enough, the Duke should agree to set him free.
The Great Council of Magellan?
Yes. That was almost 100 years ago. There was constant warfare that threatened to destroy us all. It was the clerics who brought all the factions together to sign a non-aggression pact to save us all. You know, peace reigned for almost 40 years. But during that time, each group was increasing, growing in size, becoming more committed to their cause. It just made the next war all the bigger.
Why doesn't anyone keep to the pact now?
Because as a species, we're actually pretty damn dumb. And I'm not excluding the clerics here. In those days, the clerics were fighting the berserkers over an Elex deposit. They needed it for their mana. We needed it to drive our machines. When we weren't able to reach agreement, weapons began to speak instead.
And there's been war ever since?
The Horde assumed the war would be short. Back then, we didn't know the power their mana could unleash. We were arrogant. We assumed the technology we'd stockpiled, the weapons we developed would be enough. Then Berserker's magic grew stronger, until one battle where our machines failed. Whole squadrons of our troops were wiped out. We haven't recovered from that defeat, even today.
You left the outlaws out of your story.
Because they aren't worth my breath. They were violating the resolutions almost as soon as the Council had made them. Their attacks mostly consisted of small raids, but it was only a matter of time before they tried something bigger.
I've heard enough.
Good. Let me know when you're planning to head to the fort. We have to free our man.
Give me the Elexit. I'll pay to get your man out.
Very well. I'll put our man's fate in your hands. That elixir is going to buy the freedom of my friend. Don't let it go astray.
Why are you here?
To find out what's happening. Ever since the Duke took over here, the lines of communication with Ignadon have been shut down. Baxter might have been a maniac, but at least he talked to us. Now, this Duke and his men, they came out of nowhere and they've destabilized the whole of Tavar. We want to know if he's a threat, or if he'll start talking to us.
I want to buy Frank's freedom.
Frank? The cleric we're holding prisoner? Why do you want him? But I have no more use for him. Tell him he can go, but he's to carry a message back to Ignadon. So, give me the shards and tell him that I guarantee him free passage. Ignadon should know my generosity. Tell them to stay at home and stop meddling in the business of Tavar. They should be worrying about Zakor, not Tavar.
Why did you want to destroy the Horde?
The balance of power. With them gone, we'd control all the technology this side of Zakor. It's not like those berserkers want it. And with the clerics gone, the Albs should take care of the berserkers for me.
And you believe Conrad would destroy his own kind?
He's pretty damn convincing. I have not been caught out like that for a long time.
Take care of Conrad yourself.
Get the job done. Or get the fuck out of Tavar before I have you flayed alive. Go get out and find him if you know what's good for you.
Here's the Elexit for Frank.
You don't get to name a price. You get to pay an amount that I won't find insulting.
And if that's all I have?
Then you keep your shards and I'll keep your cleric. Find the rest or don't come back.
Here, will that pay for Frank's release?
You aren't prepared to pay more for his life, but you clerics are swimming in shards. Surely you'll pay more.
You won't get more from me.
All right. I wanted to test you, and you held firm. Go to the cleric and tell him I will allow him to leave the fort.
The same day in, day out.
Too easy. I spoke with Hartmut.
Our group commander is alive? That is good news.
He tasked me with buying your freedom.
Then why am I sitting here? Are you going to do what he asks or not?
I've paid the ransom money. You can go.
What do you mean, go?
I mean, go. Leave.
This feels like a trick. You'll put a bullet in my head as soon as I try and leave, won't you? You or Iron Madison? When I last saw that guard, Iron Madison, she appeared convinced that the only way I'd leave was dead. Regardless of what the Duke says. She's bitter enough to make that good, even if someone else has said I can leave. No, I can't risk leaving until she's convinced I can, or she's dead. And Kalan will provide, won't he, brother?
That didn't work.
Go and make reparation for your crime.
Welcome to the entertainment district. Name your pleasure, name your desire, and here, you can make it happen. So, tell me, what do you desire?
Desire?
What do you dream of when you're out there in the desert all alone? Whatever it is, you can have it here. I can help you make those dreams come true. So, let me take those shards and give you your desires. But, you know where to find me before you go back out into that big, lonely desert again. It's hard to find what makes you happy. And when you do, you should hold on to it. Make it real, even for a short time before you lose it forever.
Sounds like you're the one who lost something. Are you all right?
Of course. Yes, look, honestly, I'm fine. I just want you to tell me what you want. I can make it worth your while. Really, think about it. We can make an arrangement.
It sounds like you're trying to pay me.
Well, I'm just saying we can come to an arrangement. You can pay, or maybe you can help me in return. You help me, I can help you. Do you understand?
What help do you need?
If I tell you, I'm trusting you with my life, but someone I know, Liam, he's in trouble. Iron Madison has got her claws into him. I mean, she owns him. She treats him like he's her slave.
What do you mean she owns Liam?
Madison was the Duke's favorite for a while. It's over now, but she can still call on him. She might have made herself the Duke's plaything, but she likes to own people herself. Now, she's picked Liam, and if he refuses her anything, well, her last two playthings are dead, put it that way.
Why do you care?
Because I care, okay? He has to get away from her. He has to get free.
How can I help?
You'll help? For real? I mean, you have to know there's only one way to help. Iron Madison has to die. Otherwise, she'll come after him. After you. After me. There's no other way to end this but to kill her.
You'll have to pay me.
Yes, I've said. You will be rewarded, I can promise you that. It won't be easy to kill her. And I should warn you that killing her openly risks the Duke coming after all of us. You'll have to find a way to get rid of her discreetly.
How do you suggest I kill her?
Well, everyone knows she loves to start fights. If you provoke her, she'll take the bait for sure. And if she attacks you, not even the Duke will blame you for defending yourself. And if you just went and attacked her, he'd be forced to act. But if you get her to attack you, well, I think he'd be glad to be rid of her. She's trouble for him.
You must hear a lot of things.
Pillow talk, you mean? Yes, I get to hear all sorts. Tell me, what do you want to know? Don't expect to get the information for free.
I need some information.
And I need shards. So let's make a deal.
Doc's chems were stolen. Have you heard anything about them?
Stolen chems? No, I don't think anyone's been talking about them.
Where do your customers buy their chems?
Mostly from the dock, but some have been turning up with chems from Scrappy recently.
Where does Scrappy get the chems?
No idea. He mostly makes a living out of the garbage in the canyon, so unless someone threw the chems out, I don't know. Maybe they're the stolen chems.
You think Scrappy took them?
He does steal things sometimes, as well as scavenging, so he might have taken them or found them.
Good. Keep that information to yourself.
It's as good as forgotten.
Good. I need to get those chems before anyone else.
I know of no chems. Lips sealed.
I'm looking for anything that might make me some Elexit.
Well, I have heard something. A guy I know has had a row with his wife. He's been coming to the entertainment district too often. She started threatening revenge, so he's hidden his shards from her. He knows I don't leave the fort, so he lets slip where he put them. I'll give you the coordinates.
Thanks.
We both need the shards. He certainly doesn't.
The Duke said Frank could go free.
What? Why the hell would he say that?
You want to question the Duke?
No, but I want no part of this. You'll have to set him free.
I can do that.
Good. Look for me when that cleric's gone. I have a job for you. I'll tell you the details later. So, if you have any personal business to take care of, get it taken care of. And make sure you're straight and focused when you come to do this job, right?
I'm not doing any sort of job for you.
You think? Well, think again. Or, when you need those shards and you're broke, then I'll really make you pay.
I talked to Cindy.
And? Did you learn anything useful?
Yes, you both want Iron Madison dead.
Then we share something in common. Is that something you're prepared to do? To kill her? You could help two people at the same time.
Iron Madison is out of the way for now. You should get out of here whilst you can.
I'm going to find my unit. And if I can get back to them, I can get you a reward. Hartmut is a true follower of Kalan. He is certain to pay you back, if he's still alive. So, good luck out there, my friend. May Kalan watch over you.
From what I've heard, you haven't got the best reputation.
Is that right? That's just because I'm the one who is prepared to get my hands dirty getting things done. So speak up. Who has been bad-mouthing me? Come on. Open your mouth and speak. Which skin flap has been opening their mouth, and what do they say?
I'm not telling you a thing.
You think you can withhold information from me? I'll break every damn bone in your body.
You like to talk, don't you?
You think I'm all talk? Wow, have you got it wrong?
Enough talk. Let's get this over with.
Another asshole, another corpse. You are dead.
psionic skills don't impress me.
Hey, can you spare something to eat? A can, something, anything?
Here.
Yeah, thanks. We gotta help each other out here. Do you need my help?
Cindy gave you up. She knows you're stealing from the fort.
Of course I steal from the fort. It's full of thieves. Everyone is stealing from everyone else. Where's the harm in that?
The theft of Doc's chems. That's landed Doc in trouble.
Ah, well, sometimes you find treasure amongst the garbage, sometimes you don't. So, sometimes you have to find other ways to get by. I mean, would you want an old man to live on just garbage?
You should give Doc his chems back.
Why?
I don't care about the chems.
Good. I wouldn't have given them to you anyway. They're my lucky break. You'll keep this our secret, yeah?
You better be careful. Secrets get out. How do you survive out here?
On the gifts from the lords above. They throw out all sorts from the fort, enough to live on. Sometimes food. Sometimes things I can trade with Ryder. He buys things so I can get food. He's a hunter, so sometimes he gives me something he's caught. He's due back soon. Would you check if he has anything for me? I'll get you the shards to pay for it, somehow.
Look out! Hey, there you are.
Are you okay? You look...
Yeah, I know. I feel terrible. That encounter with the Elex in Abessa really took it out of me. It's like it looked inside of me. I feel cold from the inside.
cold. That sounds like Elex.
You remember it, right? From when you took it. I got similar feelings when I took mana. I can't imagine what it did to you before being transmuted. I need some now. I need to get some mana.
I thought you wanted to go to a world heart.
I do. Now that you're here, we could go together.
Then let's go.
All right. Something is wrong here. There should be guards to look after the World Heart.
Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Then we should be ready for a fight. Something has killed the guards here. Maybe it was mutants. They're attracted to mana as well as Elex. Not bad.